The Family Planning Association of Trinidad and Tobago has a charm program that they're going to be launching soon. And so with me in studio is going to be Miss Eva Rampasad, and we're going to be talking about the program. She is the director of the Family Planning Association. We're also going to be talking about the family unit and how important the family unit is to society. Miss Rampasad, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Kimberly, and please feel free to call me Eva.
Eva is fine?
Yes.
Right, nice. So Eva, I mean, before we get into the charm program, we've been seeing so many talk about domestic violence, and we've also been seeing, abuse to children. How important is the family unit to, any member in society?
Kimberly, that's such an important question. And if you permit me, before we get there, I just want to reiterate who we are. The Family Planning Association of Trinidad and Tobago has been around for 65 years. So we've been around the block or two. And our mandate started with helping women plan when they should be able to have pregnancies and plan for their families. And over time, our suite of services grew to include so many other aspects that help us with our family life today. And you're very correct. When we look at the news, when we listen to social media, when we walk outside sometimes and we listen to what's happening in our neighbors, sometimes in our own homes, we hear so much issues around intimate partner violence, gender-based violence. And it is something that we believe has been catalyzed by the COVID-19 pandemic. And gender-based violence and intimate partner violence is not something new to family planning, unfortunately. It is something that we've been working on for many years. We've had a number of programs that address these issues and concerns. It is something that affects our families in multiple areas. It affects women and girls disproportionately. It affects the family unit as a whole. It affects children. And under the Spotlight Initiative, which is an international initiative funded by the European Union and the United Nations, they launched a program called Spotlight to focus on gender-based violence. And one of the projects that family planning is working on under this initiative is called the CHAM program. And what the CHAM program actually does is that it focuses not just on one party over another. It focuses both on the adult caregiver and the young person. And notice I'm saying adult caregiver. And the reason why I'm saying that, it's because in homes, we recognize that sometimes it's not just mommy or daddy that's playing a parenting role. We have grandparents, we have aunts and uncles, we have other adults that play the role of a parent and parenting activities. So what the CHAM program does is that it focuses on building soft skills among both cohorts so that they can better engage each other and be able to come up with healthy ways to engage each other and communicate so that it really mitigates moving towards a violent outburst and reaction.
Nice. And the CHAM program is going to be launched when? And who is the target audience for this program?
So the CHAM program was already launched. This is actually a second iteration of the program. The first iteration of the program was in the 1990s and focused primarily on HIV/AIDS. And this iteration was launched last year under the Spotlight Initiative. And the Spotlight project focuses on 3 communities in Trinidad and Tobago. And although it focuses on 3 communities in Trinidad and Tobago, we recognize the value of the program for the nation. And we have included communities and special interest groups across the nation. Those 3 communities include Tunapuna Piaco, Rio Claro, Mayaro, and Tobago.
And I actually love that you guys are going across in Tobago. Is this the first time that you're taking the project to this style?
No, it's not. In our original iteration, when we focused on HIV, we recognized the value of including Tobago. And that's such an interesting concept. We tend to talk about Trinidad and Tobago, but when we look at programming, oftentimes Tobago is left out. But at family planning, we recognize that Tobago is also part of who we serve. So in all of our programmings, we do our best to ensure that our Tobago brothers and sisters are included among the priority groups.
And so how can people get involved with this? Is it that they just reach out to Family Planning Association, or do you have like outposts that they can go to?
That's a great question, and what they can do, they can contact us at 623-5169 for more information. They can visit our Facebook page, they can visit our Instagram stories, and be able to access information at any one of those options. You can also reach out to our hotline 292-3411 via WhatsApp, and you would be able to get more information, talk to someone to get more information about the program.
Now, in addition to the CHARM program, what other services does the Family Planning Association offer us here in TNT?
Oh goodness, you're getting me excited now. You're getting me excited now. So as I mentioned, when we started in 1956, we started with a focus on contraceptives. And over the years, in 65 years, our suite of services has grown exponentially. So today, in addition to contraceptives, we offer cervical cancer screens, prostate cancer screens. We offer general practitioner services, which is your GP visits. We offer urology services, gynecological services. We offer HIV testing, screening, and navigation, other STIs screening, for example, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. We also offer diagnostic services. As a matter of fact, in November last year, we launched our diagnostic clinic. So at the Family Planning, you can get your ultrasounds and EKGs. We also offer counseling services. We offer referral services. So our suite of services is far and wide, and it is open to anyone in need of any of these activities. Even if you're not sure, give us a call. We might be able to direct you where you need to go.
Right. And at what age can you visit? Like, is it open also to teenagers as well?
Yes, it is. So what we advocate is that we have an open door policy. So even if you want information, you can call us and we would be able to direct you.
Nice.
Yes.
And are these services free?
When there is a project available that is able to fund some of these services, we do offer services for free from time to time, but on an average day, our services are highly subsidized through support from our government. And on that note, I'd like to thank the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services for their continued support to us, because it's through that support we are able to offer subsidized services to members of our public.
Now, when you say subsidized, is it that a fee is going to be attached at a reduced rate, or depending?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
And I'll give you an example. When we look at rates of cervical cancer, for example, an average pap smear in the public sector, you would pay anywhere from $600 to $1,200 for a pap smear service, right? At the Family Planning, you pay $200. And in addition to the pap smear service, you also get manual breast exam, vitals check, urine analysis, and a consultation with a nurse and or doctor.
Nice. Now, family planning, a lot of people sometimes don't really plan for families. You get married, or you get pregnant, and you start your family. Do you recommend people planning for a family, and what must they consider when they're thinking about this process?
That's a lovely question. And when we talk about planning for families, we have to remember that it doesn't just begin with, when do I want to have a baby? It starts with understanding your bodies. So planning for your families should start from your initial years with conversations, and that's one of the things that we talk about in the CHAMP program, having conversations with young people, with your children, getting to understand your bodies, how it operates on a normal day, so that if it is you understand how your body operates on a normal day, you would be able to ascertain something is wrong, I need to see a doctor. That also helps you develop a level of confidence in your own health care, in the uptake of your own health and well-being. And as you grow older and you reach that point where you say to yourself, you know what, I think I want to explore expanding. As a woman, you can then visit our clinics and have a conversation with a nurse, and in that conversation, the nurse will explore with you your lifestyle, your medical history, and together with that medical provider, you would be able to come up with what is the most ideal form of contraception and or at what point you would perhaps need to see a doctor for fertility, guidance, and so on to then move forward. We should also bear in mind the value of fathers, and we also open those conversations, and also we would be offering vasectomy services soon at our diagnostic clinic. So both men and women are equally addressed at our clinic spaces.
Nice. Now, I wanted to go back to the family issue, the family unit issue, only because we are seeing an increase in same-sex families. And I'm wondering, you know, is there a difference between somebody who is raised in a same-sex versus somebody who's raised in a nuclear or extended or even a single-parent home?
That's a very interesting question. And at the Family Planning Association, we believe in the rights of all, the sexual and reproductive health and rights of all. And we support any healthy developmental family unit. That family unit can be any combination of individuals that come together, that brings together the concepts around building each other as a unit. So regardless of if it's a same-sex family unit, a nuclear family unit, an extended family unit, what we look at are those characteristics that build and grow with each other.
Nice. And I mean, Ava, finally, just remind us again about where we can go to get information about the CHAMP program, and of course, any closing thoughts you have for us.
So again, you can visit us on Facebook. You can also visit us on our website at ttfpa.org. You can call us at 623-5169, or you can check us out on our hotline, 292-3411. That's also a WhatsApp number. And we would welcome any questions, any comments, any, feedback, any, information that you need regarding our products or services. And even if you want to get us into your communities, into your special interest groups, reach out to us. We're a phone call away, we're a keypad away.
Also, you guys do outreach services as well?
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We go, listen, we believe that not because you build it doesn't mean that people are going to come to it. So in addition to our static clinics, we go out into communities. That's one of the fundamental activities of the family planning. It doesn't matter where you are. We're going to get there. We would work with you, and we will come into your community regardless of the definition of what your community means, whether it's a physical location or it's an at-risk location. We would work with you to ensure that our products and services and healthcare providers and specialist team members are able to come into your community to provide you with the support that you need.
Now, I know I said I was wrapping up, but one more question.
Sure.
I know that you mentioned that vasectomy services are going to be offered soon. What does the future look like for family planning?
The future looks very bright for family planning because we recognize the value in responding to the needs of those we serve. We recognize that sexual and reproductive health and rights is entrenched in human rights. And as a human rights advocate, we are here to stay. So the foundation of family planning continues to be bolstered by the work that we do, and we will continue to work in that field, ensuring the sexual and reproductive health and rights for all is realized in an equitable and equal way.
Nice. Ms. Rampasad, thank you so much for coming and just sharing, what the Family Planning Association has been up to, over 60 years. I didn't even know that you guys are so old.
Yes,
that in itself is a milestone. So thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
And that was Ms. Ava Rampasad, who's the director of the Family Planning Association. She's sharing a bit about the importance of the family units and, of course, their new program, the CHAMP program. You're on the Now Morning Show. We're going to take a break and be right back. Stay with us.